Hi, I'm Bernica, and welcome to Keeping It Real, Keeping It Conscious, and Keeping It Positive. I'm here at beautiful Lilies on the Lake, located at 846 West Osceola in Claremont, Florida. Our guest today is Chris, and he's from Yummies Frozen Yogurt. It's located at 650 8th Street in Claremont, Florida. So our topic today is how to make a positive change in your life. So welcome, Chris.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and why you decided to open Yummies.
Yummies was a concept that my daughter actually came up with because she's somewhat lactose intolerant. So we used to go to a lot of froyo shops in Miami, and they didn't have one here.
Okay.
So it was a perfect opportunity for us to open it. And my inspiration was my daughter.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. So my view on life is we have so much to be grateful for. We have our arms, our legs, our health. We live in America. And really the only true disability in life is a bad attitude. So tell me, what do you do to stay positive?
Well, first off, I start off my day, with a prayer. That's kind of how I start my day, something positive. Just to kind of keep me focused on what's real. What's real, what the things that you need to worry about, you don't really need to worry about because it's not in your hands. You just need to worry about your attitude and the way that you go about doing things, treating people. So, positivity to me is within yourself.
Yeah, that's good. So when you have a business, you are opening your heart to the public. So can you name like 1 to 3 things that give you, personal fulfillment?
Seeing my customers happy. Mm-hmm. That's number one to me. I've always your customer's always first. You know what I mean? And from my standpoint, so just making sure that our customers walk around happy and they have a good experience. You can't trade that for the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I try to just keep that in mind. Somebody's coming in for the first time. Make sure they have a good experience. They could be celebrating a birthday. They could be going through some things in life. But when they walk through your door, they see the positive atmosphere and they know that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So.
Good. So when you open a business, you do open yourself to the public, but you have to deal with a lot of different types of people, and different mental states and different points of their life. So, but how do you deal, with a negative customer? Like, what's your?
Well, you try to sit in their seat.
Okay.
First of all, you try to figure out why they're negative. Are they negative because of your food, or is it just because of their personality type? You know what I mean? I think everybody should be afforded a fair shake. You know what I mean? Before they're judged. Mm-hmm. So I try to just see why they're negative. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times you'll see me walking around asking, how's everything? If something's bad, then you can kind of cure it right there. Mm-hmm. So just try to cure the problem before it is a problem.
Sure. You
know what I mean? So I always try to get to the root of why they're negative. If it's something on my part, because I'm not perfect, especially in the food industry, you're gonna have bad plates come out. You're gonna have things go wrong. That's with everybody. You can do, you can be a professional chef and have a professional restaurant, but there's always gonna be something that goes wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if it's on my part, then I apologize to the customer or to the person and try to make it right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I handle negative reviews or negative comments. Just keep everything in perspective.
Yeah, okay. That's good. I think most people are defined by emotional moments or things that happen in their life. Some people maybe they sit and cry or pout about things, or worse, they might lash out or attack other people. But I feel like if this happens, you have to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. So was there ever a defining moment for you where you felt like,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm not gonna let this shake me, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get up? Like, what was that
There's
moment?
there's a lot of defining moments in my life. One, very emotional thing was when my mother passed away at the age of 18. She, it was right before I was about to graduate. And I've always told her, ever since I was about 11 years old, that I wanted to be a Marine. You know what I mean? And at that point in my life, I still had, my sister to take care of and everything. But it was either I was gonna do it or I'm not. There's something that I always wanted to fulfill. So my mother passed away. It's a lot of things going through your mind. A lot of people saying that you can't do it because nobody in my family's ever become a Marine. So you got all this negativity. But from that point on out, when my mother passed away, it was just like there's nothing gonna stop me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's following me through life right now with everything. I was from the Marine Corps, from opening my business, from graduating college, from everything that I was told that I wouldn't be able to do, I've always done because I figured my mother lost her life. So what can I do to make her proud? You know what I mean? So every day I live with that, and that's my motivation through anything. I know that's deep, but it's real. Yeah, so that's my motivation every day, to get up and just keep doing it.
Yeah. So in order to grow as a person, we make mistakes. And sometimes we make them over and over. It takes time. But what mistakes have you made that have caused you to kind of wake up and, again, has, propelled you forward?
Well, there's a lot of mistakes I've made. Like if we're talking business or personal, from the personal standpoint I'm very stubborn. You know what I mean? So I've never really compromised. You know what I mean? So a lot of to me, that's I made a lot of mistakes by being stubborn, by not listening to professionals, by not listening to, or by not having a mentor. You know what I mean? So now that I evolved throughout life, now I actually take professional advice, and I listen to people a lot more than I would have. I guess sometimes when you're stubborn and you're overconfident, you're not good at taking advice. You think you know it all.
Yeah.
So one thing I would say is you don't know it all. Get help where you need help. You know what I mean? Because nobody's good at everything.
Yeah.
And if you were, what predicament are you in now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just I use that throughout personal and business as well. I started taking advices now. And just being a little bit more positive and open with people.
Yes.
In general.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think most people are afraid to do what they want in their life because they're afraid of other people's opinions. So what is one fear that you've had to overcome, to launch your business?
Yeah, I mean, the fear of even launching it. I mean, of failure. But, I was watching an interview with Denzel Washington, and this was a while back, but he just started making his loop now. But he's like, fail big. And I believe in that philosophy. Like, if you're gonna, you're gonna fail in life, but it's not a matter of failing. It's a matter of how big you fail. Meaning, like, I'm not gonna let failing in a business stop me from starting a business.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because with every failure, there's a success as well.
Correct.
So for me, it's just not being scared to fail. Like in the Marine Corps, I wasn't scared to fail. Yeah, there's plenty of times I wanted to walk home and get out. Emotions in check, stay positive, and don't be scared to fail.
Do you have a personal motto philosophy, that you go by, that you kind of tell yourself? Because you really have to, make sure you're putting in positive things every day and to keep going forward. Make sure your mind is
in mind to say, yeah.
Correct, is on the right track.
Yeah, I guess my motto is, like I said, I just wake up and, you know, Joel Osteen, they'll send a message and I read that every morning.
Okay, that's
You know,
good,
that's
yeah.
my thing, just wake up with something positive, you know, and in life in general, it's built on little things that you do every day, you know, that gets the bigger picture drawn. So focus on the little things and then the big things will follow, you know. That's kind of my thing, is just, I don't worry about the little, I mean, I worry about the little things to get to the bigger picture, you know. So just start off small and then grow big.
That's it for today, and I just wanted to thank you again, Chris, for being here. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you
And you all
for
come
having
by,
me.
visit Yummies. Again, located at 650 8th Street in Claremont, Florida. And also visit Lilies on the Lake, located at 846 West Osceola, Claremont, Florida. We'll see you soon.
Take other people's opinions, but we might have to retake this one.